In this video, I want to spend a few minutes talking about potential niche site ideas for your income school blog. Hello, my name is Alston, and I create videos to help you find success online. My goal for this channel and for you is to help you escape the cubicle. If you are looking for different ways to escape the cubicle and start living the life that you deserve, go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel. Also, don't forget to ring the bell notification so that you can be notified when I create new videos. Currently, I'm creating a new YouTube video every single day. We'll see how that goes in the future. Let's talk about a few different ways that you can find niche site ideas to start your income school blog. If you are interested in income school and blogging, if you're interested in Project 24 or blogging, I definitely urge you to click the first link in the description. Project 24 is a course that you can follow, a course that I actually have been following to help you create blogging sites that you can monetize with passive income. So if you are interested in starting a blogging site, and yes, they're still viable in 2019 and 2020, if you are interested in creating a blog, definitely click that first link in the description to learn how to blog the right way. All right, so without further ado, let's jump right into it. What I want to do is I'm going to bring up a few different ways that you can find niche site ideas. Now, it's very important to realize and to understand that every single thing is a niche. If it can be bought and sold online, it can be monetized. You can do a little bit of affiliate marketing. You can create a digital product behind it. I often talk about doorknobs and some of those other things. But again, if it can be purchased online, you can create a niche site about it, around it. But let's talk about a few ways to get quality ideas that you can potentially make very good money. So the first thing that I want to do is I'm actually going to bring up Google Trends. Google Trends is a great way to find different niche ideas. You can find what's trending, obviously, as the name implies, Google Trends. You can see actually the direction that a topic is heading. And if a topic that you have thought of is heading in one direction, it also give you some suggestions to find something that's a little bit, that's trending upwards. So here's Google Trends, and there's a few different ways that you can actually find important or trending topics. What I certainly urge you to do is to set an alert. What the alerts do is they actually notify you of what's trending or what's popular currently or happening right now. If you have a YouTube video, this can be very helpful because, for example, yesterday was Christmas, and a lot of the stuff that was trending yesterday was surrounding the NBA. So if I wanted to, I could create a YouTube video about how you could make money or how you could do affiliate marketing with the NBA and the Christmas games that were going on. So that's just one example of how you could use Google Trends. But the most obvious way that people understand and use is they just type in a topic. So I'm going to use ping pong. And one thing with ping pong is it's probably going to be trending upwards because of the Olympics that are coming up. So that's something that you need to be aware of. So here we go. I typed in ping pong. It's table tennis for those that may not be familiar with that term. And as you can see here, at the top, we've got ping pong, and you can compare it to something else. Why don't I just type in table tennis? Table, to see what that looks like, because maybe I'm using the wrong term. All right, so ping pong gets much more traction than table tennis, at least for the search term. So that's very important. We can sort by different countries. If we wanted to, we could do worldwide, which is probably something that we want to do if we're creating a blogging site. As you can see here, ping pong still overrides or supersedes it. Next, we can change the time frame. What I would recommend is do the past 5 years so that you can get an idea of the true way that it's trending. And as you can see, I believe this is the Olympics. Yep, this is right around the Olympics. It's trending. You see that sharp spike in interest because people are looking it up for attention for the Olympics. Excuse me. As you can see here, it's starting to trend upwards, which is a good sign if that's something that we want to do. All categories, we can sort by different categories if we wanted to, and then we can also sort by YouTube search. So if we wanted to just do a YouTube channel about table tennis, we could do YouTube search, and then we could actually see how that's trending as well. That looks like it's maybe on the decline, so that might not be a great idea. But if we go to web search, we can see here that it is starting to increase again, in my opinion, probably because of the Olympics. So if we look, we can see where it's popular. Also, we can see the related queries. Ping pong root, ping pong sun civil, ping pong near me. You can see where it's popular. So this is just one way that you can kind of get an idea of a topic. If you have an idea already in mind, you can kind of jump on and just do a search and see how well it's trending. what I want to do is I want to remove this. I'm going to type in doorknobs. I haven't done these searches ahead of time, so we are learning this together. Doorknobs. And let's click search to see what happens. Okay, so I talk a lot about on this channel doorknobs, and doorknobs might not be a bad niche to get into as it's trending upward. So if you are watching this and you are looking for a topic idea, maybe doorknobs is a good opportunity. You'd have to do a little bit of keyword research to figure out what people are searching for, but doorknobs could be an awesome opportunity. Amazon doorknobs, oil rubbed bronze doorknobs, and so on. So this is one way that you can actually find things to create content around, find niche site ideas, is with Google Trends on their main page. The other thing that you can do is you can go over to trending searches. Trending searches is kind of cool because it's broken down into a few different things. You can see these are what's trending daily. This can spark some ideas. So Bath and Body Works, that's a retail store. Premier League is soccer. Lindsey Vonn was Olympic skier. Tornado, so that's weather. You could do survival kits. Man United versus Newcastle, soccer again. I don't know what Victoria youth star, so she's an actress. Zion Williamson's basketball. Holly Saunders, I think, is ESPN. I'm not sure, but if we continue on, this can help you spark different ideas. But if we go over to real-time searches, this is going to tell you what's happening in the moment, and you can actually niche down, so to speak, by different categories. So if we did business, and this is all designed to give you different ideas on different niche sites that you could create. For example, Taco Bell and nachos. You could do like Mexican recipes, but that's going to be highly competitive. Maybe you'd want to niche down and do a site on, maybe you taste test different nacho chips and you can tell us which one is the best and why. So that's another way. I believe there is one other way. We could do a year in search. If we click on year in search, I think it's, let's go back to the year in search. Is a good idea to kind of find like the trailing average or the moving average of things that have happened in the past that could quite possibly spark some interest. And these are all basically different things that have happened in 2019. But what I want to look for is explore. Explore is, this is exactly it. So again, explore is going to give you a few different ideas of what's popular, and you can search by worldwide. You can do, we can do the past 5 years. As you can see, WhatsApp web, Trump, Google, and so on. You can do it by category. So if we wanted to, let's say business and industrial, this is going to give us a whole different set of topics that we could possibly create a niche site around. TikTok, I actually did a video a couple days ago about that with regarding to TikTok. If we, let's go back to all categories, and let's find something in health, because health, wealth, relationships, technology are the biggest industries. And so if we let's look in health, and then we can actually niche down within health as well. So if we did, we could do health news, let's do nutrition, and then we can even niche down as well, and let's do vitamins and supplements. So if you were creating a blogging site, here are some different options that you could potentially make a niche site around. Now, obviously, you'd want to do a little bit more research, especially with some of the algorithm changes that Google has done, and how that could affect your site. But number one is Google Trends. The next way I'm actually going to recommend is with Amazon. Amazon.com. Everyone has an Amazon account. If you don't have an Amazon account, you could also use Target or Best Buy, wherever you shop mainly, whether it's online or offline. What we're going to do here is you're going to log into your Amazon or Target or Best Buy or Walmart account, and you're just going to go take a look at the last few things that you've purchased. Someone asked a question, how do I get started with affiliate marketing? And I recommend taking a look at the last 20 things that you've purchased, because there was a reason why you purchased it. Now, my wife and I obviously share this Amazon account. I'm not going to be familiar with a lot of the stuff that's purchased on here, but this can be a good starting point, because you usually buy stuff to resolve an issue, problem, or provide a solution. So again, this is shea butter that solved the problem. You would have to actually just kind of work backwards, figure out what the problem was to solve it, and then kind of figure out what the niche is surrounding that. But again, doing an Amazon reverse engineering search could help you. Just go to your recent purchases and scroll through and see what sparks your interest there. And what you may even want to do is go back a year or two and see what products or services that you're either ordering over and over again, or a product or service that really solves your problem. Another way you could do it too is actually find a product or service that did not solve your problem and why. There's two good ways to make content, a glowing review site type of thing where you're singing a site's praises, and you can do another site, kind of doing like a counter argument, or kind of like a negative site, hey, I purchased these girls' shoes and they didn't solve the issue for whatever reason, and you just create content around that. So that is another way. You can also go to Amazon bestsellers. That's another way, Amazon bestsellers. So, and the reason why I like doing bestsellers is because millions of people are buying these products for a reason. They have solved a problem. They have either provided entertainment, whereas with Cards Against Humanity, they have filled a void, filled a need, maybe with these Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo cards. These are all different ways that you can create great ideas to, start a niche site. But again, everything is a niche, and you can potentially make money off of anything if you're willing to put in the time, energy, and effort, and potentially money. But again, so what we've talked about so far is Google Trends, going through there and doing a little compare and contrast. Also Amazon, or your retailer, your favorite retailer. I know some people don't like Amazon for whatever reason. You can do Amazon recent purchases, and then also Amazon bestsellers. Those are another good ways. What I also recommend is just go out into the world and see what people are doing and saying. What type of clothes are they wearing? What type of purses? What type of hats, clothes? Again, if everyone's wearing Nike or Amazon, there must be a reason. If you play basketball, if you just go live life and make sure that you keep your eyes and ears open, and it's a good way to find niche ideas. Go to a restaurant by yourself and just listen to people's conversation. They're telling a story, and that story usually has a problem and some sort of solution. If you go to a coffee shop and you sit there long enough, someone's going to tell you a problem that they had, a solution, and what that solution was. You could even create a niche site off of coffee because you were at a coffee shop. There are no shortages of niches, and if you start concentrating on finding a niche site, if you really start thinking about it, you'll start seeing niches in everything. For example, I'm sitting here at a computer. There's a web camera, there's a microphone, there's monitors, there's a iMac here, there's YouTube lighting, there's a backdrop behind me. I'm in a house, there's siding. You could do a niche site off of siding, different types of siding, how to install siding, TVs. There's a plethora of different ideas. And again, if it can be bought and sold, you can make money off of it. Think about different upgrades that you've done to your house recently. If you've had tile installed, if you had carpet installed, what are the different types of carpet? Why does one carpet work better versus another one? What type of carpet cleans up pet spills, or if you've got little kids? Everything is a niche, and so you don't want to get bogged down on trying to find the perfect niche, because in reality, there's probably not going to be a perfect niche. If you think about it, the perfect niche is where there's going to be a lot of people, and if there's a lot of people, a lot of buyers, there's also going to be a lot of competition. So what I urge you to do is not spend a lot of time thinking about a niche and dwelling over it. Anything more than a few days is probably too much. But what I would certainly recommend is spend time looking at Amazon or whatever your retailer of choice is. Actually go back maybe 6 months to a year, just because December 26th, we're in the holiday season. You probably purchased a lot of gifts and toys, and so that might be a little confusing. But if you go back 6 months to a year, you can get an idea of exactly what you we're purchasing for yourself or for your family. Again, if you want to get started with Project 24, it is a content creation or content marketing course that will help you create content the right way. They do not focus on any of the black hat methods like backlinking and buying links. It's all creating content and organic search SEO. If you are interested in something like that, make sure you click the first link in the description. It'll take you to the webinar where they explain step by step how they make their money with their niche sites. Once again, this is Alston. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Before I forget, I do want to inform you that some of the links that you will see in your description are affiliate links, and I do and can receive a commission if you click on those links and purchase a product.